We would like to introduce to you Shawnee, a 2008 Bay Mare Mule that stands 14 hands. We will show you how easy she is to catch, shoe, and clip. This mule has no problems with any of her feet being handled. She is so easy to work around and loves being handled. She is easy to saddle and load in the trailer. She hauls really well. Out on the trails, she is so steady. We cross bridges, over highways and rivers. Occasionally, we have to go under the highways and through tunnels, and she never misses a step. She does great in water crossings and will stand quietly in the rivers, etc. She does well camping. We've had her on a picket line and also in electric corrals with no problems. Shawnee is a really nice, smooth trail riding mule and is not spooky. She will ride wherever in a crowd or out alone. One of the tunnels we have to go through to get under the road. And we just had a car drive over us. We're up over a highway, about 30 feet. Traffic rushes underneath the bridge, but the mule does not care about that. As you can see, she's riding in the middle of the path right now. This is the first time he's been on her since July 4th weekend. It's been too warm, too humid. We just haven't really felt like riding. Well,
yeah, you put a whole new lens in. Okay. Yeah, and then they put the lens in to give you perfect vision. Right. Wow.
I still have to have reading glasses. But for anything in between, I can see perfect.
back over the highway on a different bridge. We have about 5,000 acres to ride here, and we cross back and forth over several of the highways, several rivers.
like to see anybody's tail?
Go left or straight?
Now we get to start climbing some hills. She'll walk up the hills, or if you ask her to, she will lope up the hills. We usually teach them to walk. This mule walks out pretty fast. I ride a Missouri Foxtrotter, and this mule has no problem keeping up with gaited horses, or we do ride with quarter horses as well, and she has no problem slowing down and riding with a quarter horse. He puts her in the back a lot, but today we want to show that she is brave. She'll ride out on her own, and she will also lead a ride without any spook in her. Come on, Shawnee. As you can see, the mule has no problem coming up. The horse, she'd rather just as soon ignore us. Come on, girl. Come on, that a girl. Shawnee has no problems having her ears clipped or trimmed. She loves having her mane and her tail done. Loves being groomed. She's pretty much a people mule. Anytime you have her hands on her, she is one happy mule. He trims the mane so that it is tapered, but it's about 1 inch to 1.5 inches tall in the center. Supposedly, the old timers used to trim it this way to shed water. She loves her ears messed with. There is no problem driving her or haltering her. Clipping, anything to do with her ears, she could care less. She's a very laid-back mule. She has the cross on her shoulders, stripes on her legs, although they're a little difficult to see because she's getting her winter coat. And she also has the stripe coming down her back and into her tail. She's got a nice hip, nice withers. She holds the saddle well. Although if we are riding in the mountains, my husband does use a Cooper or sometimes a Britchen. He switches depending on whatever he is in the mood to ride in. But she will hold either one very well. She's a little bit round right now. We've had her up for the summer. We haven't ridden since July 4th weekend. It's been too warm and humid. She'll be the same when we get on her as she was July 4th. She's a mule you can let stand up for a couple of months or over the winter, which we have a tendency to do, and she'll be the same when you get on her as she was when we left off. Just a very laid-back personality, perfect age of 12 years old.
Hit the red button again.
Hit the red button.